Okay, now we're going to do some just general factoring here that's a little bit different. So we look at here, can't factor anything out. I see two perfect squares in 4, 49, and y squared, but we can turn x to the 6th into a perfect square. X to the 6th is the same as x to the 3rd squared. Erase that, so it's going to come up here second. So the idea is you have a perfect square minus a perfect square. All of this would get squared. So we say a is 2x cubed and b is 7y. So we'd have 2x cubed plus 7y times 2x cubed minus 7y. Now we look down here, and again, I've got 4th power, 2nd power, 6th power, or I can turn this into a square. This doesn't look like our normal what multiplies to c and adds to b. We need this to be squared, this to be the 1st power. So we say x to the 4th is x squared squared. Now, I still need this to come down a power. So the idea is you think about it this way. Let n equal x squared. Everywhere you see x squared, just put n. So I would have n squared plus 5n plus 6. Now, what multiplies to 6 and adds to 5 is 3 and 2. So I'd have n plus 2 and n plus 3. We'll now go back and just sub back in x squared. And for the record, we're going to have ones like if this had said negative, let's just say 4x squared plus 49y, you could do one of two things. Turn that into 49, or y squared, sorry. 49y squared minus 4x squared, and now you have your difference of squares. You'd have 7y plus 2x and 7y minus 2x. So you can change the order if you need to. If something, let's just say you had minus 5, it's negative x squared minus 5x minus 6, you could factor out a negative first. And now just factor this part, just leave that negative on the outside the whole way. All sorts of different kind of stuff you can do here. The delta math will have all sorts of different craziness. Just look to see what you can do. If you can rearrange them, if you can factor out a negative to make things easier, and go from there. Okay, your turn. Try these, come back and check your answers. Okay, so the first one, we're going to turn into both of them. We're going to turn this into 6x to the 3rd power squared, and this will be 5y to the 5th squared. So a is 6x to the 3rd, b is 5y, and remember, we're just, in case you forgot, we're doing a plus b, a minus b, when we have a squared minus b squared. So we get that. Down here, I can do GCF factoring. GCF factoring is the first thing you should do. Everything's got an x. So I'm going to factor out an x and have x to the 4th minus x squared minus 6. But that's still going to leave me with a problem. I need this to be squared. So this is where I'm using this thing again, that x squared squared is x to the 4th. And then I'm going to say, let n equal x squared. And again, I'm just ignoring this x on the outside. It just goes for the ride. So now what multiplies to negative 6 and adds to negative 1 should be negative 3 and positive 2. So it's n minus 3 and n plus 2. Well, now I'll just go back and plug in x squared. And there you go. There you have it. There's all sorts of general factoring. Like I said, you generally want to try GCF first and then go from there. Good luck.